the thing we're going to look at this week, what God is like, our last week asking this question, what is God like? We're going to see that God is love. And here's what I've got to show you that God is love. See this? You don't need to be able to read it. Here is a rescue ring, okay? Because God shows us that he loves us because he comes to rescue us, okay? That is what we're going to see this week. Just 1 second. Sorry, I'm just having a minor computer problem. Here we go. So, let me ask you this. How do you know that somebody loves you? How do you know? Think of somebody who loves you now. How do you know that they love you? Maybe because they tell you. But I think that you know that somebody loves you because they show you, don't they? Look who I've got. For one last week, I've got our friend, the Lego man. Okay, he's been helping us every week to learn what God is like. Now, if I wanted to show the Lego man that I loved him, I could tell him, I could say, Lego man, I love you. But I'd also show him, wouldn't I? Maybe I would say other kind things like, Lego man, I think this picture that you've drawn here is brilliant. I love it. Maybe I could show him I love him by doing kind things for him. I could say, Lego man, let me tidy up this mess that you've made here so that you can have a little rest. Here, I'll tidy that up for you. You have a little rest. I'd show him by doing kind things. I could give him a gift. We all like getting gifts, don't we? I could say, hey, Lego man, I've got you your favourite ice cream because I love you. There you go. I'm showing you that I love you. I could give him a hug, or maybe these days it would be a fist bump or an air five to show him that I love him. See, we show people that we love them. God is the same. God shows us that he loves us. Read on the screen with me these verses. It says, God is love. This is how God showed his love to us. This is how he showed it to us. He sent his only son into the world to give us life through him. God is love, and he showed us that he loves us by sending his son. He sent Jesus into the world so that we might have life, so that we might live. God showed us his love for us by rescuing us. A little bit like throwing this rescue ring into a pond if somebody's drowning. Here, grab onto this and you'll live. But God didn't just throw something at us to say, keep hold of this, stay afloat. This will help you not struggle quite as much. No. God sent his son, Jesus, to take our place, to switch places with us. Let's read on the next part of the verse, because this gives us more of an idea of exactly how he did it. God sent his son to die in our place to take away our sins. God is love because he rescues us when it costs him so much. He shows us that he loves us by rescuing us. I've got a little poster here to help us to understand, okay? We've heard a lot over the last few weeks that we need to be rescued. We are in a bit of a mess because we have turned away from God. This is me, this is us. See, our lives are a mess, our hearts are messy because we have said to God, I want to be in charge, not you. And we deserve to be punished for that. And that punishment is death. It's life without God forever. We can't be with God because we have turned away from him. We've said, so long, God, I'm in charge. No to your rules. But God is love. God is love. So he sent Jesus, his son, into the world. Perfect. No mess in his heart. No sin ever. And what did he do? Jesus died on the cross instead of me. He died on the cross instead of me. I deserve to be punished. I deserve to be on the cross and to die and not be friends with God. But Jesus took my place and your place and everybody's place. God is love, so we can live with him forever through Jesus. So God shows us his love when Jesus dies on the cross. Imagine the next time your brother or sister or your friend does something naughty, okay? And maybe they're sent to the step or the chair, or they're just sent away to not be able to join in with the fun anymore because they've done something naughty. Imagine that instead of letting your brother or your sister or your friend be punished for the wrong that they've done for being naughty, you say to them, hey, up off the step, go back and play. I am going to sit there instead of you. Can you imagine doing that? Even more, can you imagine if your brother or sister or your friend have done something wrong against you? And you go over to them and you say, up off the step, go on, go and join in the fun. I'll sit there. I'll take your punishment instead of you. You go back and play and I'll sit here. That is what God has done for us through Jesus. Isn't it amazing? He takes our place so that we can live, so that we can be friends with God forever. God has shown us his love through Jesus dying on the cross so that we can live.